last couple of drivers take their grid positions. Here we go for the Italian Grand Prix. The lights are coming on. 5 lights. And away we go for the last race of the evening. It's looking like a good start from Tempo, who's up into P1 already as we head into the first chicane. Fresh Agent looking like he's going to make a move down the inside of Yeltsin. Backs out of it, and Eli. Oh, there's contact between the McLaren and the Sauber, and Fresh Agent now up into 3rd place. Yeltsin dropping down to 4th, and I think Yeltsin's got wing damage. Let me have a look at the front wing of that Sauber. Is there wing damage? It definitely looked like there was contact made. No, all good. Yeltsin gets away with it. So Tempo leads the way from Eli in 2nd place. Fresh Agent in 3rd. Yeltsin in 4th place. R. Simpson up to 5th. One kidney down to 6th place. Purple J being hounded by Kurt Maestro. Meanwhile, up top, Yeltsin's got past Fresh Agent, and Yeltsin up into 3rd place. So Yeltsin gains that position back on Fresh Agent. Meanwhile, down the grid, Doc down the inside of the RB of Kingy into Ascari. That's a great move from Doc. Up into 11th place. Seal dropping back on those hard tyres wasn't the best of calls to do, but we'll have to see how he gets on. Looking to go on the softs at the end, no doubt. Meanwhile, up top, we got Eli and Fresh Agent side by side on the exit of the Parabolica. Tempo with the fastest lap of the race. And now Yeltsin up to 2nd place. Yeltsin, oh, the McLaren of Fresh Agent getting sideways into the first chicane. Well held. That could have been race over for the McLaren driver. Meanwhile, we've got a whole clutter of cars at the back here. Something's happened. Doc has dropped right back. Del Boy up to 9th now. Seal still remaining 10th. And we got James Mason looking like he's going to send it down the inside of Seal. No, he doesn't. Backs out of it. And Doc being challenged by Kingy, but too far back to make any kind of move. Back up top, Kurt Maestro's got past Purple J. And One Kiddie Jim trying to keep hold of the back of R. Simpson. But up top, positions are being switched left, right and centre. The top 2 have broken that DRS to Fresh Agent. Fresh Agent dropping back a little bit. I wonder if that slide has caused his tyres to overheat. Fresh Agent falling back into the clutches of E69. We'll keep on board with Yeltsin though. He's going to get DRS off the back of Tempo. Like I said, it's all right to be in 1st place, but you've got to break that DRS. You've got to break that second, otherwise you're going to get clawed back every lap. It's so difficult to do though around this track. Tempo going sideways into the first chicane. Maintains P1 though, but Yeltsin just sitting in 2nd place. Maybe managing his battery and waiting for his opportunity to pass. The gap now is almost 2 seconds as Fresh Agent is really dropping off the back of the front 2 now. I really think that slide has caused his tyres to overheat, and I think the McLaren is just struggling for grip now, struggling to get those tyres back down to a normal temperature. And he's got Eli over the back of him. Meanwhile, look at this. One Kidney Jim is flying. One Kidney Jim all over the back of R. Simpson. Doc with a 3-second time penalty. Doc, One Kidney Jim is just absolutely loving life at the moment in that Red Bull. Oh my God, the exit he's got on the Aston Martin rather. He could be in for a move into the Parabolica. If I was him, I'd wait for the DRS zone. Where has this man found this speed from? Oh, One Kidney gone wide on the exit. He's going to get DRS on the back of the Aston Martin. Meanwhile, up top, Yeltsin takes P1. Look at this, though. The Red Bull is on a mission. Curtly defending from R. Simpson. Oh, my God. The Aston Martin getting a horrific exit. That's going to give One Kidney Jim such a drive out of the last chicane. Can One Kidney Jim get past the Aston Martin of R. Simpson? Let's ride on board with him as Kingy gets a 3-second time penalty. One Kidney Jim is flying. It's so great to see. Oh my, oh, Simpson, no. Oh, well held, Jim. Well held. I think the softs are already starting to struggle. Simpson's struggling for grip at the moment. And, oh, Eli. Eli's gone round on the exit of the second Lesmo. Eli was looking so good and has spun on the exit of the second Lesmo. That is so unfortunate. With so little laps as well in these races, any mistake is going to really cost you. And unfortunately, Eli has made that mistake. And One Kidney Jim is past the Aston Martin of R. Simpson and is up into 5th place. Keep an eye on this Red Bull driver because he is flying at the moment. Meanwhile, Kurt is racing up to the back of Fresh Agent as we got R. Simpson in the pit already. These softs lasting 5 laps. Eli getting a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And both of the Aston Martins are pitting. Let's get the tyre detail up so I know who's on what. So R. Simpson coming out on the hard tyre. The soft was a bad decision by the looks of it, only lasting 5 laps. Was it the preset, dude? So Tempo and Yeltsin still opting to stick behind Tempo and maybe just save his tyres, save that battery. I tried constant oversteer, understeer mid-corner. That's fair enough, dude. Eli, you did a bloody good job regardless, man. So don't worry about it, dude. Come back strong next week, pal. Your qualifying lap was sensational, so don't be disheartened by it, mate. You did a really good job, dude. Come back next week stronger, pal. Don't be disheartened by it. Yeah, take it easy, Eli. Take it easy, buddy. Bye, mate. So, Yeltsin, right on the back of Tempo. Does he choose to make the move or does he stick behind him knowing that Tempo will just get him back on the next lap? I think Yeltsin's just going to be biding his time. Meanwhile, Kirtley's passed Fresh Agent in the McLaren. Kurt Maestro up to 3rd place then and Fresh Agent down to 4th. Fresh Agent's really struggling. One Kidney Jim still holding 5th. Purple J is coming under pressure from James Mason. Let me just put myself in the party before I hear anyone talk in chat. Right. So, Purple J is going to have to start defending very soon because James is looking very racy. Very racy indeed is the Williams driver. He's going to get DRS as we head down towards the Escaro chicane. Does he opt to make a move? It's going to be very brave if he does. Going to have to keep it clean. Oh, he thought about it. He thought about it at the last minute, backed out of it. As they go through Ascari, so quick that chicane. Beautiful corner, it really is. James Mason just going to sit behind Purple J. Doesn't need to force the overtake. We'll get DRS as we head out of the parabolic, and Del Boy gets a 3-second time penalty. Here we go then. James Mason with DRS. Is he going to make the move? Surely he is. Going to send it down the inside. And James Mason finds himself up to 6th place. Great stuff from James Mason. Meanwhile, R. Simpson all over the back of Kingy in the RB. R. Simpson started on the softs. They lasted 5 laps. And now finds himself on the hard tyre, down in 10th, and has got some work to do. Oh my God, what happened there? Kingy outbraking himself massively. Somehow R. Simpson avoided contact. That was so close for a race-ending collision there, but wow, that was incredibly close. Meanwhile, up top, I think Yeltsin is just happy just to sit behind Tempo for the time being and wait for that opportunity to strike. Communication with online servers. I don't think that's anything bad. I think we're good. One Kidney up to 4th now. One Kidney is absolutely flying. Kurt Maestro gaining on Jim has got to be wary here. The Williams driver of Kurt is on an absolute mission here. And Tempo pits. Tempo's blinked. Tempo going for the undercut on Yeltsin then. Going to be hard tyres for Tempo to get him to the end of the race. Interesting stuff. Where will Tempo come out? He's going to come out ahead of Seal in 7th place. No, he won't actually. Seal's going to get out ahead of Tempo. And Tempo finds himself down in 8th place now. Right, what does Yeltsin do? Is Yeltsin going to try and carry these mediums towards the end and go on the softs? Or will he pit on this lap to try and cover Tempo? How much battery does Yeltsin have? 32%. He's deploying. I wonder if he is going to come in on this lap. He's got to have a really quick in lap here to try and get out ahead of Tempo. What's the gap between himself and Tempo? 23 seconds between Yeltsin and Tempo. I believe it's 22 seconds for a pit stop. It's going to be close. If Yeltsin pits now, it's going to be close. Yeltsin does pit. Yeltsin in the pits then slams on those anchors as he gets to the pit entry. Sterling with a DSL emotes. Love it. Right. Riding on board then with Tempo, who's coming out of the parabolica. Where is Yeltsin going to come out? Yeltsin's just coming out of the pit lane now. Tempo is right there. It's going to be a Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen moment maybe. Or has Yeltsin got this? Tempo's going to lunge it around the outside. But Yeltsin's got it with the overcar. And there's a safety car. There's a virtual safety car. And Purple J currently in the lead at the moment. And there's a virtual safety car. If that... excuse me. Sorry, I got so excited. I lost my voice completely. What's this for? What is this VSC for? Debris on track? I'm not sure, but there is a virtual safety car. Purple J can pit. Purple J can pit on this lap, providing that the VSC doesn't come in. And Purple J will come out probably around about Seal in 4th place. James Mason says he caused the VSC. Oh, mate. So James Mason apparently causing the VSC. Not sure, didn't see what actually happened, but this is actually pretty good for Purple J, as long as the VSC has come in. Oh, it's coming at the wrong time for Purple J to pit. That could have worked out so good for Purple J, but the VSC has just ended, and we're back under green flag racing. Green flag racing? That made no sense. Yeltsin then coming under fire from Tempo. Tempo going down to the outside and takes the lead of the race again. James Mason now gets a 3-second time penalty. But don't forget, we got, both Tempo and Yeltsin on the hard tyre. Tempo getting past Purple J. Does Purple J try and fight it? No, lets Tempo pass. They're on different strategies. No point in fighting it. And Tempo's actually streaking away at the moment. Yeltsin being caught up behind Purple J. That's going to cost him time. Tempo breaking that second. And he has got a second over Yeltsin. Yeltsin's got some work to do. Tempo timing that move really well. And is 9 tenths ahead. Now a second ahead of Yeltsin. Yeltsin's got to try and get that DRS back. Otherwise, in order to get any kind of chance of winning this race. Anyway, meanwhile, down the grid, Fresh Agent up to 5th now. One Kiddie Jim down to 6th and is coming under fire from R. Simpson, who's also bringing Kurt Maestro along. Kurt Maestro is going to opt to go down the inside of the Aston Martin into the Parabolica and takes 7th place away. That's a phenomenal move from Kurt. Beautiful, nice and clean. He's going to get a double overtake here with the DRS off the Red Bull, and Kurt gets squeezed to the inside. They're making it 3 wide. The Aston Martin gets past the Red Bull as well. So, One Kidney Jim drops down to 8th place. Kurt up to 6th now. But it's not over just yet because the Aston Martin is all over the back of the Williams. Simpson put it to the inside. Is he going to lunge into the second chicane? No, backs out of it. Too far back. Meanwhile, the gap up front is 1.1. And Tempo looks like he might have this race win in the bag. 1.2 is the gap. What can Yeltsin do? He might need a safety car in order to get back within DRS range of Tempo. Because at the moment, it looks like Tempo is running away with it. 1.4 now. That gap is getting bigger and bigger. This is the closest battle on track at the moment between the Williams of Kurt. And there is a safety car. There is a safety car. I've just called it and there is a safety car. This is exactly what Yeltsin needed. And a safety car has been deployed. I did say a safety car was needed for Yeltsin to have any kind of hope of winning this race. And a safety car has just been called out. And both Tempo and Yeltsin are on the mediums. And One Kidney Jim on the hard tyre opts to carry on and is currently leading the race. So One Kidney Jim on 3-lap old hard tyres has carried on and finds himself in the net lead of this race. Can he hold on to it? I mean, the safety car will probably go in maybe lap 14. Will he be able to hold on to it? It's going to be something special. Purple J's opted to go for the soft tyre. Interesting. We've seen the softs last maybe 5 laps. Sterling, go on PJ. We got some PJ supporters in the house. It's looking good. Purple J on softs. It's quite a good call. See what he can do on them. R. Simpson as well on the soft tyre. Kingy on the softs. Del Boy coming in the pits. Softs as well. Yeah. Everyone coming in for softs, I believe. No, James Mason opting for the mediums. All right. Fair enough. Oh, we found the source of that safety car. We've got K1 Doc with no front wing. So that is the result of why the safety car came out and he serves a penalty, which is going to feel like an age for him. Hopefully the safety car doesn't come in on this lap. I'm sure it won't. Well, well, well. This is going to be interesting. Jim leads the race on the hard tyre. Tempo on mediums. Yeltsin on mediums. Purple J on softs. Keep an eye on him. He might be in for a podium. Glad that's come out. Tempo did drop me. I said, literally the lap I saw him dropping you, I said, Yeltsin needs a safety car. And as soon as I said that, a safety car came out. The chances. Tempo's going to hate me for it if you win this race. But still, you got to be careful with Purple J on the softs. He's going to be very racy indeed. Wow. Wow, this is going to be a very interesting end to this Italian GP. If I'm going to predict the race win, I did say Fresh Agent, but it's looking unlikely now for Fresh Agent. And has turned into Mystic Meg. I wouldn't go that far, man. I wouldn't go that far. But if I'm going to predict who's going to win the race now, oh, I don't know. There's going to be DRS games played. And with Tempo ahead of Yeltsin, but we've got One Kidney Jim on the hards and Purple J on the softs. I don't know how to call this. I don't know if I even want to call it. Looking at the positions, looking at where people are, I think Yeltsin is in the better position because he's behind Tempo. And if he can keep within a DRS range of Tempo, he might be able to nab this win. I don't know. It's anyone's game. But the safety car is coming in this lap. So, One Kidney Jim backs up the field. Oh my goodness me. This is going to be a crazy end to this race. Poor. Keep it clean, guys. Let's not get too desperate where we're forcing people off track. Let's not have that tonight, guys. Just be patient. It's not the last race of the season. Still 3 rounds to go. So just be patient. Make your moves when, make them clean and fair. That's all I'm saying. Right, when will One Kidney Jim go? His tyres are not going to be up to temperature like the others. One Kidney Jim's got to time it right. Oh my God, I don't know how to call this. This is going to be tense. Right, we're going to ride on board with Yeltsin, and One Kidney Jim has gone. One Kidney Jim has gone, and Yeltsin's on the alongside Tempo. One Kidney Jim has got a cracking restart. He's caught Tempo napping a little bit. Purple J being lunged by Fresh Agent down the inside. And Fresh Agent up to 4th then. Fresh Agent's on it like a rocket. One Kidney Jim still leading this race on the harder tyre. He's going to come under fire from Tempo. Tempo thought about sending it too far back. Oh my God, it's close between the Red Bull and the RB. Tempo down the inside of the first Lesmo and is in the P1. Yeltsin's got to get on with it now, otherwise he's going to lose DRS range of Tempo. Yeltsin's got to get past One Kidney Jim as quick as possible. He's done it. He's made that move stick. Is Fresh Agent going to follow him through? Yes, he is. So the top 3 now. Tempo. Fresh Agent's given himself a 3-second time penalty low. He's gone wide on the Ascari chicane. And the game has given him a penalty. Oh, that's going to cost him. Now One Kidney Jim just has to stick behind Fresh Agent to get a podium. A podium is on the cards for One Kidney Jim. And Yeltsin is still within DRS range of Tempo. You haven't missed anything. Nothing too much. Fresh Agent with a penalty and One Kidney Jim looking like he might get a podium. Still, Yeltsin staying within. Kurt Maestro's retired. What's happened to Kurt? Where is Kurt? Kurt Maestro has retired. Where is that? Is that a pit lane retirement? I think it is. Pit lane retirement for Kurt Maestro. Not sure what's happened there. But Yeltsin is clinging on to the back of the RB of Tempo. He doesn't really need to worry about Fresh Agent too much. Fresh Agent with that 3-second time penalty. Lap 15. 3 laps to go. And One Kidney Jim is on for a podium. He just needs to stay within 3 seconds of Fresh Agent to get P3. If he does, this will be One Kidney Jim's first podium. Oh, it's 1.9 is the gap. Oh, it's over 2 seconds now. Come on, Jim. Get your first podium, dude. Don't give up. Up top, Fresh Agent is hounding the back of Yeltsin. Yeltsin doesn't need Fresh Agent to get in between himself and Tempo. That will lose him time. But lucky for Yeltsin, he still has the DRS on Tempo, but Fresh Agent is looking racy. I think Fresh Agent's going to make a move. Yeltsin's going to make a move. Oh, was that the right call? Oh, Yeltsin's got too deep. Oh, that might have cost him the race as Yeltsin down to 3rd place now. And Fresh Agent is ahead of Yeltsin. This might be the break that Tempo needs. He's got Fresh Agent in between himself and Yeltsin. I know Fresh Agent's got that 3-second time penalty, but it's going to be costing Yeltsin a lot of time to be stuck behind that McLaren. And look at that. Tempo already a second ahead of the McLaren. That was a costly move for Yeltsin. Now Yeltsin's got to try and get back past the McLaren. He's got to do it quick. Lap 16. 3 laps to go. Into the Ascari chicane. Unless Fresh Agent can kind of drag Yeltsin up to the back of Tempo. Fresh Agent still within DRS range of Tempo. It's close, but he's just about within it. Yeltsin's got to get past him. It's now or never. Into the Parabolica. This is a great camera shot from the helicopter cam. I'm going to get the tyre graphic off because it's really starting to annoy me now. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Yeltsin all over the back of the McLaren. But the McLaren's got DRS off the back of the RB. Look at these 3. They're so close on track. Unfortunately, Jim has dropped out of 3 seconds. But nonetheless, we'll be getting full currently. R. Simpson and James Mason battling out into the first chicane. Purple J down to 7th and is being hounded by Seal. I'll jump back up to the top 3 later on, but I want to keep on board with these guys, give them a little bit of camera time. James Mason looking very racy, all over the back of R. Simpson. R. Simpson's been struggling a lot tonight with tyres, just doesn't seem to have the grip. Into the first Lesmo. Can James get the Aston Martin as we head down into the Ascari? He's going to get a dose of DRS. Meanwhile, Seal is hounding the back of Purple J. Is Seal going to make that move into the Ascari? Yes, he is. Ops down to the inside. And now, oh, blimey, that was a great move from Seal up into 7th place. These softs are not doing any wonders for Purple J at all. Maybe the softs just died out so quickly. We saw it with R. Simpson, and now it's looking like it's happening with Purple J. Meanwhile, James Mason, a great exit. Brilliant exit off of Parabolica. Goes to the inside, and it's going to get past R. Simpson, and Purple J is fighting back with Seal, and Purple J gets 7th place back. These softs have died off so quickly in this race. Meanwhile, the top 3, Fresh Agent's in the lead of the race. He does have a 3-second time penalty, but he's in the lead of the race. In tempo, back within the clutches of Yeltsin. What's Fresh Agent going to do? He can sort of dictate who's going to win this race. Oh my God, the RB and the Sauber getting sideways coming out of the first Lesmo. Tempo wants to get past Fresh Agent. He doesn't need Fresh Agent to be pushing him into the back of Yeltsin. He needs to get past. He's gone to the inside, into the Ascari, and back up into P1. That move needed to be made. Otherwise, Yeltsin would have been all over the back of Tempo. Penultimate lap then of this Italian Grand Prix, and Tempo is back in the lead of the race. Oh my God, and my voice is absolutely dying. This is it then for Tempo. Well, Yeltsin needs to get past Fresh Agent. It has to be now if he's going to have any hope of getting past Tempo. But again, Fresh Agent's got that DRS. And has to settle for 3rd place currently. I think Tempo's got this in the bag unless anything drastic happens. Meanwhile, down the grid, James Mason up to 5th. Seal is back ahead of Purple J. Redding fending off Kingy at the moment. Delboy in 11th, Doc in 12th. Tempo looking like he's going to have this win in the bag. Wow, the McLaren drifting it out of the second Lesmo. First Lesmo, rather. And Fresh Agent's got that DRS. But nonetheless, that 3-second time penalty is going to drop him back behind Yeltsin. So here we go then, out of the Ascari chicane. Tempo weaving like his life depends on it. Why are we weaving like this? There's really no need. Into the Parabolica. It's backed all 3 cars up. Oh my God, we're going side by side. Out of the Parabolica. It's going to be close. But Tempo takes the win. Yeltsin will settle for 2nd place. Fresh Agent drops to 3rd. One Kidney Jim comes home in 4th place. He's going to be pleased with that. R. Simpson in 5th. What on earth has happened to James Mason? Seal in 6th. Purple J 7th. Why has James Mason dropped down to 7th place? He was up to 5th when I last saw him. Redding comes home in 9th. 10th is Kingy. Dell 11th. Doc 12th. What a race. My God. Wow. How close do you want to be? The top 3 again. Yeltsin settling for 2nd place will most definitely give you lead of the championship, given that Foxy isn't here tonight. James Mason got yellow wing damage, and the one bloody time it decides to act up. Oh, James, unlucky dude. Mate, you were in 5th position when I rode on board with you on the last lap. Nonetheless, Tempo, GG's, great win. Yeltsin second. Fresh Agent third. GG's the top three. GG's everyone else. Great driving all the way down the grid.